Peace and blessings, family. Tune in right now to DJ912beats.com. Today we're going to be talking about layering your instrument sounds in FL Studio 20. So, right now we got Omnisphere pulled up. Omnisphere has a bunch of different presets that has multi-layers in it. This one right here has an A and a B side. Two different sounds. So what you do is in Omnisphere, you can layer them this way with them already preset, or you can go up here, add another channel if you do it, and you can load a totally different instrument right here. So those are the both ways you can do it within Omnisphere. I'm gonna leave it like it is now because I like the way it is. The technique that I enjoy most is doing two different plugins, two different type of plugins to get different sounds, and you can merge them into one. So this is what this sounds like. Now what we're gonna do is gonna add another plugin, and I'm not gonna use Omnisphere for this particular experiment. I'm gonna use the Expand 2. So give me a minute. Let me mute this real quick so I can listen to what I'm doing, and I'll explain y'all the technique later. So a quick way to do it, we just gonna use the piano just to show y'all the technique. What we're gonna do is you're gonna go with the Omnisphere, you're gonna right click, you're gonna hit copy. Go down to your next plugin that you want that same pattern to be on, you right click and you hit paste. This allows quicker workflow. The quicker your workflow is, the quicker you can get the beat done, you can get the idea out instead of getting frustrated on one sound. So let's hear what it sounds like. So the reason I like using two different instrument patterns is because on that second pattern with the Expand 2, I used a higher octave. So it starts here. So with the higher octave, it just gives me a better I can hear my sound more on top. Well, wrong key. Here we go. So I can hear my sound better on top. So instead of it being at the same level, at the same tone, then I got one sitting up here and I got one sitting down here. So my layer actually works better. To me, sonically, it works better. So, and then I can balance them out too with the Omnisphere. Since you got two different sounds, you got the A and the B, you balance it out down here. So if you want less of one sound, you take the A side down or the B side down, or push one arm up, or however you want to do it. That's how you actually do your volume control with Omnisphere. So I mean that's a quick tutorial. I mean you can also EQ them together. I'll drop one more just to show y'all what I'm talking about. So I don't even really care if it's on time right now, but I probably wouldn't keep that as a melody. But the second technique, say I wanted to add, let's go to Track God. Let's go to Pluck. Give me just a second. So let's just say I wanted these two sounds to layer each other. So we're gonna route them to the same channel, right? And since I got them routed to the same channel, it's gonna take on the same EQ effects that I would add. So this technique helps you save a lot of CPU and processing power. If you want to learn how to save CPU and processing power, you can do this in any DAW, FL Studio 20, Cubase, Pro Tools, GarageBand. It's the same thing. You pretty much route them to the same channel, so you don't have 10 different effects. Now think about it like this: if I had, start from the beginning, if I had this many tracks and I had an effect on each different track, my processor only can do so much. And if you have a cheap computer, or if you don't have enough processing or RAM power, it's gonna bog it down. You're gonna get a lot of glitches, and you're not gonna be able to finish, you know what I'm saying, your track. The way to cut down on processing power and keep your CPU running, you know what I'm saying, correctly, let's just say we route them all to the same track, which right here is track 7, as you can see right here. So if we got them routed on track 7, any EQ movement that I do, and since I'm gonna play them together, it's gonna be greatly affected in the same, you know what I'm saying, the same way. So let's add a reverb, free reverb too. So say that's the set that you want, you know what I'm saying? That's the EQ that you want. Imagine having these three, um, imagine having these three effects on two separate channels. You just tripled your processing power, or decreased, you know what I'm saying? So layering is a great way to expand your sounds and expand the dynamic of your songs. As you can see, the piano, it enhanced it just a little bit with just the piano and the Omnisphere 2 plugin. So always remember the layer, EQ layer. You know, add your add your effects on it, you can get better sounds. If you don't have a lot of sounds already, that was one of the first things I learned and did within FL Studio, period. So that's another video on layering FL Studio 20, layering your sounds.